Hi students, today we are going to see the reverse of what you have seen as the previous video. That is, in the previous video we have seen how to obtain the true shape and the sectioned views while the sectional plane is given, cutting section and cutting plane is given. Here they will be giving the true shape. So here they will be giving the true shape. You have to obtain the corresponding sorry, you have to place the solid, so they will not give any hint. So from the true shape you have to find out how to place the solid and you have to cut it and obtain the true shape. So they will give only true shape, so you should understand how the true shape is obtained while drawing it. So you have to go through this full video, then only you will understand it. So tetra means there are many, roughly you have to cut, means you can while studying section of solids you can cut different solids, you can do different problems, then you will understand how to obtain the cutting section, the section plane, that is true shape. Means how the cutting plane should be placed in order to obtain the corresponding true shape. That's our main aim. So here by knowing that only you will be able to solve these type of problems. So first we will before solving, first we will see how to cut the that plane in order to obtain the figure, then only we will move to the original questions. So first problem, see here a tetrahedron is given, a tetrahedron of 40 mm edge is given resting on one of its face on HP, so and is cut by a section plane. So they have been given how to place the tetrahedron and it is cut by a section plane such that true shape is a square of 20 mm side isosceles triangle. So they have given 5 sub questions, so we will see how to solve this tetrahedron. So see I will show you, first I will show you how to cut a tetrahedron and obtain the square, isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, etc. So see, this will be your tetrahedron. So your tetrahedron will be like this. This will be your tetrahedron. I will name it as A, B, C. This is axis right. This will be A dash, B dash, C dash, P dash. This will be your OP. So in order to obtain the corresponding square, first one is square, right? In order to obtain square means you need 4 points. While cutting this line you will get 2 points, right? So you will get 2 points here. While cutting this line you will get only 1 point, so you will get only a triangle. So you can start from here. So you need 4 points, mean you have to cut two lines in such a way that you have to obtain 4 lines. Means see, if I am cutting on this base, means see, it is cutting 2 points here. So you have to cut like this. See, I will draw the section plane. See, the section plane will be like this. Section plane will be like this. So it is cutting here, means on the face, means it will cut here and here. See, it's face, right? A dash, B dash, and so it will cut here and here. Similarly, it is cutting here, means it will cut this is cutting on base, so it is cutting on AC. This is AC and BC, so it is cutting on AC and BC, and you will get figure like this. This will be your, so you will be getting square and rectangle. So by this type of method you will getting square and rectangle. Now how to draw this figure? See, I am reminding you something which I have told you earlier. So based on these type of problems you have to remember two things. There are two true lengths here. True length. One is the section plane. See, this section plane is actually the true length. Also, perpendicular lines are true lengths. Perpendicular lines. See, so this is actually true length means square you are obtained, right? So this side is actually true length. So this should be equal to 20, right? This should be equal to 20. This is true length, right? So square of 20 mm, that is equal to 20. Similarly, this perpendicular lines are also true length. So this should be also equal to 20. This should be also equal to 20. So corresponding to that two, so taking into account of these 2 points, we will be, these 2 important points will be solving all the problems. So this will be true length, that means it is 20 mm, and also this perpendicular line is true length, which is also 20 mm. See here while cutting you can see that it is cutting symmetrically, right? It is cutting symmetry. That means if you draw a line like this, see, central line means if total is 20 mm, means on both sides it will be equal to half, that is 10 mm above and 10 mm below. So based on that I am going to solve this problem. Listen carefully. First we will draw xy line. So first we will draw the xy line. Now what you have to do, complete the tetrahedron. How to draw tetrahedron you already know. So from this take 40 mm, draw a line. I am not taking actual length here. So take 40 mm, draw a line. Now what you have to do, Now take 40 mm on compass, right? Take this 40 mm on compass, complete the tetrahedron, or take 60 degree and complete the tetrahedron. Now what you have to do? See, complete this top view you can complete. Now this one is your A, this one is your B, this one is your C. Now project upwards. There is no height for tetrahedron. What you have to do, I have already told you what you have to do. Which you have to check on which face this true length is visible on which facet. So here CP, see, CP is parallel. That means this is true length. So take the 40 mm. So take 40 mm. I am not taking actual length. I have taken 30 mm. Take this 40 mm on compass and cut it like this. Take 40 mm and cut it like this. So this will be your true length. And so tetrahedron you will not be having any height. So complete it. This will be your B dash, A dash. This will be C dash and P dash. Now I'm going to start the problem. So you have to obtain a square of 20 mm side. For that, what I'm going to do, lastly I told you that this is symmetric, right? So I will extend this line. Now what I'm going to do is I will take 10 mm upwards and downwards. So I'm taking 10 mm upwards and downwards. See, so these two length will be equal to, actually this will be equal to 10 and this will be also equal to 10. So we are taking 10 mm. So we are from this point we are taking 10 mm above and below. So I will project it here. So these are the 2 points, see, that perpendicular. So this will be 20 mm, right? This 20 mm. So first we will complete this 20 mm I have taken, and now project it to the corresponding face here, 20 mm, right? So this will be your 20 mm. Now next what you are going to do is, now take 20 mm on compass. Take 20 mm on compass. Take 20 mm on compass. From here cut on base. So take 20 mm, cut it here and complete the section plane. So this will be also equal to how much? 20 mm, right? This will be also equal to 20 mm. From here I will be cutting downwards in order to obtain the base. So basically it will be, the top view will be a it look like a top view will be looking like a rectangle. Now rub off the middle portion, then hatch the lines. So you have obtained the square. Now obtain this true shape means what you have to do, draw perpendicular lines. From here draw perpendicular lines. Now what you have to do, draw a line parallel to this line away from here. Now what you have to do, take this distance, right? So take this distance 1. These two distances will be same usually. So take this distance, cut it here. So 2 points you will get it here. Similarly take these distance also. This distance and this distance will be same. So you will get a square like this. See, I will complete that. This will be true shape. See, we have taken 20 here, right? We have taken 20 here. So this side is 20. Now see, here we have taken 20. So total this minus this will be equal to 20. So this side will be also equal to 20. That's why we will be getting like this. So that's the main 2 points which I have told you. That is, this line is actually true length. That's why see here when you draw the true shape, this length will not be changed. This length kondo, this length മാറുന്നില്ല true shape ആയിരിക്കും. അടുത്ത നോക്കിയേ, നിങ്ങൾ ഇവിടുന്ന് കട്ട് ചെയ്തല്ലേ കട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ ഇവിടുന്ന് ഈ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് എടുത്ത് കട്ട് ചെയ്തു, അടുത്തത് ഇവിടുന്ന് ഈ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് എടുത്ത് കട്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ സെയിം ഈ ഡിസ്റ്റൻസ് തന്നെയാണ് ഇവിടെ കിട്ടുന്നത് അല്ലേ. സോ ഇഫ് യു ആർ ടേക്കിംഗ് ദിസ് ഡിസ്റ്റൻസസ് ഫ്രം XY line and cutting it means these perpendicular lines won't change. So this 20 will be, you will be getting here, and this 20 you will be getting here. So it will become a square. So based on that two principle, always remember this will be actually true length of the true shape of the true length of the true shape of the section. Also these perpendicular lines, all the perpendicular lines drawn will be true shape of the section. So based on this only we will be drawing. We will move to the second question. Second question, there are many methods to solve isosceles triangle. Second question is isosceles triangle. We will I will show you one method. There are many more methods while solving. I will tell one more method while solving the third, fourth or fifth question. So how to cut an isosceles triangle, right? See, so first I will draw, roughly I will draw the figure xy. So your your tetrahedron will be like this. This will be your axis, and you will get like this your axis. So this will be a b c o p b dash a dash c dash b dash. Now in order to obtain an isosceles triangle, what I am going to, either you can cut from base and go to this, or you can cut through the faces. So you can cut through the faces. So I am going to cut through the faces. See here, if you start from here, so I am cutting like this. See, I am cutting like this means you will get, see, 2 points here. Similarly, 1 point here. See, this one will be a triangle, right? This one will be a triangle. This one will be a triangle, isosceles triangle. Now, the third question is equilateral triangle. So, if this is an isosceles triangle, how to obtain equilateral triangle? It's very simple. Equilateral triangle means you have to cut horizontal section. So you have to cut parallel to xy line. You have to cut parallel to xy line. See, tetrahedron means what? Tetrahedron means an equilateral triangle. Its base is equilateral triangle. So and three triangular faces are on it. So if you cut parallel to xy line means, you will get a triangle parallel to your base. Parallel to your base is already an equilateral triangle. So parallel to base means you will get an equilateral triangle. So isosceles triangle means you have to cut through the faces in an inclined position, but equilateral means you will be cutting horizontally. So we will draw these two problems very quickly. So I am extending the same xy line. So this one is your xy line. Redrawing this figure. So now you already know how to draw the tetrahedron. I will be quickly drawing the tetrahedron. Same tetrahedron you have to obtain. Size same. Remember, tetrahedron does not have any height. Instead, you have to find the true shape. See, this edge is actually parallel. That means this face edge is true length. So cut it here. So this will be A, B, C, O, P, A dash, B dash, C dash, B dash. Now, second question is isosceles triangle of base 15 mm. See, you are cutting like this means this will be true length, right? This will be true length, and this will be also, see, this will be representing the base. So base will be this. Base will be representing here. So first you will start from base, extend this line here. So base is actually how much? 15 mm. So take 7.5 mm towards both sides. So take 7. So we are using the symmetric portion. See, you have to cut 15 mm symmetrically. If you are cutting means it will be symmetrically. See, if you project from here, ഇവിടെ നിങ്ങൾ പ്രൊജക്ട് ചെയ്ത കട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഈ ഹാഫിൻ്റെ കറക്റ്റ് മുകളിലും താഴെ ഒരേപോലെ ആയിരിക്കും. ആ സിമെട്രിക് അത് കണക്ക് തന്നെ കട്ട് ചെയ്യണം, അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ കട്ടിങ്ങിൽ ശരിയാവില്ല. സോ സിമെട്രിക് മെയിൻറ്റെയിൻ ചെയ്യാനാണ് ഇവിടുന്ന് ഞാൻ സെൻട്രൽ ലൈനിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരു ഹൊറിസോണ്ടൽ ലൈൻ വയ്ക്കുക. ഡ്രോ എ ലൈൻ, ഹൊറിസോണ്ടൽ ലൈൻ ഫ്രം ദി സെൻറ്റർ പോയിന്റ്. Then we will be taking the distance to both sides as same. That is 15 mm base means 7.5 mm towards both the sides. So this distance is 7.5. Also this distance is 7.5. So here showing this one is 7.5, also 7.5. So draw like this. So you are cutting on face. So you will be cutting on face. This will be your face. So you have obtained on the face. Now what you have to do? Project it here. So you have obtained the cutting plane here. Now they have given that height is given, triangle with altitude, isosceles triangle of base 15 mm and height 25 mm. Height is actually 25 mm. So height is what you mean. See, if you project here, your equilateral triangle will be like this. So this will be your base, which will be getting here, and this section plane is actually representing the height, right? Section plane is actually representing the height. So take 25, take the height 25 mm on compass. Take 25 mm on compass, and with this point as center, cut on the opposite face edge, right? So cut like this. So we will be cutting 25 mm. So take 25 mm and cut like this. So this line is equal to 25. So take 25 mm on compass. Then we have already obtained this point by projecting here. On that, from that point, cut 25 mm on the opposite face. So now you have to draw the true shape. How to? So perpendicular, draw perpendicular line. So draw perpendicular from here, draw perpendicular from here. Now draw a line parallel to this line outside the figure. Now take these distances, right? It's very easy. So take these two distances. You will cut it here and here. Now one more is there. What? Take. So this you have to project, right? This you have to project and obtain it here. Now this will be on top view. This will be your top view. You have to rub off all these portions. After that you have to cut the section, right? You have to rub off and draw the section. Now this point, similarly take distance from XY line, cut it here. You get like here like this. So you will get an isosceles triangle like this. Get an isosceles triangle. It's very simple, right? Now how to obtain the equilateral triangle? So here itself I will be drawing. It is very simple to obtain the equilateral triangle. So I will be drawing quickly. So first obtain the tetrahedron, which we have already seen. This will be your axis. So you have obtained the tetrahedron. This will be your A, B, C, O, P, B dash, A dash, C dash and P dash. Now you have to obtain the equilateral triangle, right? Equilateral triangle means, see, you have to cut horizontally. Similarly, cutting horizontally means it will be, see, if you cut horizontally means if you project it, you will find on this face and this face, right? So you will get a triangle like, same triangle like this on top of you. These two face edges it is cutting. മൂന്ന് ഫേസ് എഡ്ജിലല്ലേ കട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഈ രണ്ട് ഫേസ് എഡ്ജിൽ ഈ ഒരു ഫേസ് എഡ്ജിലും കട്ട് ചെയ്യുക, അകത്തൊരു ട്രയാങ്കിൾ പോലെ കിട്ടും. ആ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ നോക്കി ഇവിടെ ഒരു പെർപെൻഡിക്കുലർ ലൈൻ വരും. ആ പെർപെൻഡിക്കുലർ ലൈൻ ട്രൂ ലെങ്ത് അല്ലേ. ഇക്വലാറ്റർ ട്രയാങ്കിൾ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ മൂന്ന് ഈക്വൽ ആണ്. സോ 15 mm ഹിയർ. സോ സിമിലർലി യു ഹാവ് ടു സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ഫ്രം ഹിയർ. You have to take 7.5 mm upwards and downwards from the central point. Central point in the line വരയ്ക്കുക. 7.5 mm മുകളിലോട്ടും താഴോട്ടും on this line. See. So these are I am drawing in order to dimension it. You can, how you will take that 7.5 mm. If you have any doubt, means how on this line. So already you can extend this line. That's the central line. So from this point, so it is cutting here. It is cutting here, right? From this point on the scale mark 7.5 mm towards both the ends. Then from here draw a line parallel to XY line in order to touch these faces. Now this will be 15 mm, right? This will be 15 mm. Now project upwards to this face. Then draw a horizontal. So it's a horizontal plane. So draw a line. Horizontal means parallel to XY line. Now from this point cut it here. So you will get 3 points. See, this will be your equilateral triangle. So here you do not draw the true shape, right? Why? So horizontal means true shape is already here. You need not draw another true shape. Now we will move to the fourth question. So fourth question, what is a triangle with the altitude 30 mm and maximum length. So we have to obtain the maximum length. How to obtain the maximum length? Maximum length means how much? Maximum length means in order to obtain the maximum altitude is already given. In order to obtain the maximum length, how to obtain the maximum length? The maximum length means, see, so basically here maximum length means altitude and base. Maximum length means it's actually base. So triangle is having two dimensions, right? One is base and other is altitude. So here altitude is already gone. Here maximum length. Maximum length means, see, all these triangles. See, if you see these two triangles, base is cutting here, right? Base is cutting here. So this is your base. So maximum base means, you see, if you see, if you come low, if you lower this point, means base increases. See, for an example, I am cutting here. See, cutting here means I will project, means, see, the base is like this. This base will be larger than this base. So while the maximum possible base is the side of the tetrahedron, right? So for obtaining maximum base, AB is your maximum. This AB is your maximum base. So you have to start from AB. So it's, if you understand that, the fourth question is very simple. See, I will tell once more. I'll tell you once more. See, if you cut a triangle on this, see, all this isosceles we have cut and equilateral we have cut. If you cut a triangle means this will be constituting the base. This constitutes the base. So that is on the face. So this point, if you lowers this point means the base size of base increases. See, if you go towards this point means size of base increases, and the maximum possible size is when it reaches AB, that is this point A dash B dash. So from that point you have to cut it. So we will draw it. It's very simple. Now I'll draw the XY line. This will be your tetrahedron. This will be your, roughly I have drawn tetrahedron. Now they will project it. This will be your axis, and you will join here and here. This will be A, B, C, OP, B dash, A dash, C dash, and P dash. So maximum base means it is cutting here. See, it should pass through this point. This is your maximum base, and they have given altitude as 30 mm. So take 30 mm on compass. From this point, this corner, cut on this face. See, cut on this face. There is a possibility that you will get 2 points. See, I'll show you. See, it's, if it is like this means it will cut above and it will cut these 2 points. If you rotate, if you get 2 points, both are right, both are same only. So if you see, if you rotate like this means, see, it is cutting 2 points on this point, right? If it is cutting here and also it is cutting, if it cutting here and also if you rotate it is cutting here, so you will get 2 points. Not a problem. You can take any of this point. I am taking this point and drawing this. This is your section plane. Now from here we have to find the corresponding point is here. Now this will be your shape. Now rub off the inside portion and section it. Now how to find the true shape? Draw perpendicular. So draw perpendiculars from here. Now draw a line parallel to this line outside the figure. Now take these distances, cut it here, and take this distance, cut it here. You will get like this. This will be also basically an isosceles triangle, right? This will be also an isosceles triangle. So this will be maximum base or length, which will be equal to what? The edge of tetrahedron, which will be equal to the edge of tetrahedron. Now we will go to the last question. No, before that, last question of tetrahedron. See, what is that question? Before that, I will draw a tetrahedron, then we will discuss. We will quickly complete the tetrahedron. A, B, C, O, P, A dash, B dash, C dash, P dash, O dash. Now, see, last one is a triangle with the base 15 mm. A triangle with the base 15 mm and maximum altitude. So, previous question they were given with the altitude they have given and with the maximum length. Here they have given base and with the maximum altitude. So, base they have already given. We will start with the base. See, base here means, see, this will be your base, right? Base means you will be starting from, you can start from, see, maximum height you have to cut, right? So maximum height you have to cut. So remember, maximum altitude means, what is the maximum altitude you can obtain? Maximum altitude means it should pass through P dash. That is the maximum altitude, right? It should pass through P dash, and if you cut on this face means it will not obtain, right? So from P dash to base, if you can cut, that is the maximum altitude from P dash to base. So we will check this. See, so I'm here cutting like this. From here take 7.5 upwards and 7.5 downwards. 7.5 upwards and 7.5 downwards. I am cutting on the base instead of face. I am cutting on the base. See, I am cutting on the base here. So take 7.5 above and 7.5 below. I'll cut at 2 points here. This will be cutting here base, right? These two are AC and BC. So this will be cutting here on the base. Instead here I am starting from here. So Now, in order to obtain the maximum altitude, what I have to do is I will draw a section plane passing through P dash. I will draw a section plane passing through P dash. So projecting you will get here. So your triangle will be like this. See, a small triangle you will be getting here of maximum altitude. See, from here to here you are cutting. So you have to obtain the true shape. So draw perpendiculars from here. Two perpendiculars you have drawn. Now take from this point, you have to take this xy line, right? So for that you have to draw a line parallel to this line outside the figure. Now xy line, take these two distances. These two distances means these two distances will be here. Cut it here, 1 2. Then take this distance, cut it here. See, this much altitude is there. See, this much altitude is there. Actually this triangle seems to be small, but the altitude, see, actual altitude is this much altitude. So that's so we have solved the first question. Now we will move to the second question. So now we have to see a cone. So for this I'll give you some explanation. So you have to carefully listen to this. Basically I have given only one question to solve on cone, but I will tell you 4 to 5 questions based on this question. So for that, usually you haven't studied the conics. So first I'll give an introduction how to cut figures from cone. So see, so this will be your cone, right? So there are mainly 3 figures you will be cutting from a cone that constitute your conics section. So basically you have studied already conics, you have studied mathematics. In mathematics you have studied conics. So you already know the main 3 figures are basically parabola, hyperbola and ellipse. So these are the 3 main figures you can obtain from a cone. So how to cut a ellipse? It's very easy for you. How to cut an ellipse means, see, from one face to another face, if you cut, you will get an ellipse. One face to another face, if you cut, you will get an ellipse. And the thing is basically this will be one of the axes. This will constitute one of the axis. This will be your major or minor axis, which will be given in your question. And the second axis, which one is the basically the diameter. No, that will be on cylinder. Sorry, this will constitute your major axis here. Basically, this will be your major axis. This will be your major axis, and if major axis is given means you can obtain infinite number of ellipse. Infinite number of ellipse you can take from any point. You can cut from any point, cut to another section, right? So 20 mm means if you start from here, it will cut. It may cut here. It may start from here, mean it may cut here. So infinite number of ellipse you can obtain on major axis equal to something. So major axis given means you can cut on. You can start from any point. So they have given 40 mm. Take 40 mm on compass. 40 mm on compass. If I see, I'm starting from here, I can cut it here, right? So it's cutting section, right? If I'm starting from here, I can cut it here. If I'm starting from here, it's another point, right? If I'm starting from here means I'll get a point here and I'll get a point here. See, these two are right. So that will be equal to the axis you have to solve, right? This will be your major axis. That's ellipse. And if ellipse, major axis and minor axis are given, that I will tell you at the end. It is a complicated one. It's a bit difficult one. If major axis and minor axis both are given means there is a procedure to follow that I will tell you in the end. Now, how to cut an hyperbola? Hyperbola means it's rightly you can cut from base, cut through the face. You will obtain hyperbola. So hyperbola means you have to start from your base. So see here you are starting from base and cut to face. Face means either you can cut it here or you can cut it here. Both are same. See, this is a hyperbola. If it has to be a right hyperbola, which we have already discussed, see that is profile plane, right? So you have to cut like this. This will be your right hyperbola. You have to cut like this in order to obtain the right hyperbola. Now, how to cut a parabola? That's our question. How to cut a parabola? So in order to obtain a parabola, you have to cut from the base and to face in a simple passion. You have to follow a passion. See here hyperbola, I already told you are cutting starting from base, you are cutting to face in incline. So it's very simple. You can cut down any, means that some dimension is given, you have to cut like this. But parabola is not like this. See, I'll show you. If you are starting from this base, you have to cut such that it should be parallel to this face. This should be parallel to this generator. So you have two generators, right? If you have two generators, so parabola means you have to cut such that section plane is parallel. Section plane is parallel to generators. So these section plane and this section plane and your generator should be parallel. So if you are cutting from here, either you can draw like this in such a way that this line should be parallel to this line, or you can draw like this in such a way that the section line is parallel to generator. So നിങ്ങൾ ഈ വരച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന രണ്ട് ജനറേറ്റർ ഉണ്ട്. ഈ ജനറേറ്ററിന് പാരലൽ ആയിട്ട് വരച്ചാൽ മാത്രമേ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പരബോള കിട്ടുള്ളൂ. So we will solve the second question and then we will see some more question. I will quickly say how to draw all this. Some dimensions given, some dimensions not given, that we will discuss. So first we will see the question here. See, a cone of base diameter 50 mm. See here height is not given. You have to take the point. Here height is not given. A cone of base diameter 50 mm is resting on HP on its base and is cut by an auxiliary inclined suction plane such that true shape is a parabola of double ordinate 40 mm. So see, I am projecting it here. So parabola or hyperbola means it's cutting here, right? Base. So it will cut here and bases, and similarly if I project this, you will cut like this. Similarly there will be generators and you will find, like, see, you will be getting a parabola like this. You will be getting a parabola like this, and this will be your double ordinate. This will be your double ordinate. What's the peculiarity? This is a perpendicular line. This is true length, and this will be your abscissa. See, that is section plane will be your abscissa. So this section plane will be your abscissa and this line will be your double ordinate. Now how to draw it? See, first we will start. I'm going to start the solution. So roughly only I am drawing a circle. So circle of 50 mm diameter, you can draw a circle of 50 mm diameter and divide it into 8 equal parts. You can divide it into 8 equal parts. I think now it's very easy for you. You have already drawn you have drawn the enough cones, so it will be easy for you. And project you have 10, right? See, this one is your A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This will be A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, G dash and H dash. Now you stuck, right? They haven't given the height. What to do? See, I will show you something here. So these two lines are parallel, right? These two lines are parallel means these two angles are equal and these two angles are also equal. So these two angles are equal. Also these two angles are equal. When you draw a cone, this angle and this angle will be symmetric. This will be same. So basically this and this will be same. So if these two angles are equal means, see, these two sides are equal. This will form an isosceles triangle. If you are trying to cut cut an parabola. So it will constitute an isosceles triangle, that is section plane, cutting section plane will constitute an isosceles triangle here. That means this will be your abscissa length, means this will be also your abscissa length. Isosceles triangle means these two sides are equal, right? So this is representing abscissa line, this is also representing abscissa line. Now how to find this point? Already double ordinate is given, right? So I'm going to start, listen carefully. So from here what you have to find, take double ordinate. Double ordinate is given as 40 mm. So take 20 mm towards both ends. Take 20 mm towards both ends. So this will be 20 mm. Similarly, this will be also 20 mm. Draw projection line. So we have obtained this point. So we have obtained this point. So this point we have obtained. Now I'll draw this. So this will be your, for better visibility I am using pen. So this by using, that is 40 mm double ordinate is given from center, that is from this line, center line. I have taken 20 mm towards both the ends and I have found out this point. Now what I am going to do is take this abscissa 50 mm on compass. Take 50 mm on compass, that is take 50 mm on compass. Now from the obtained point, let it be X. So X is the point you have obtained. From this projection you have obtained a point here. It is not B dash or H dash. From that point draw a projection, draw a line. That is taking how much? The length equal to abscissa, which is given as 50 mm. Similarly, from the end point E dash, draw a line like this. So it will be, so these two lines will be cutting here. Now what I am going to do is, from E dash we will extend it. Basically this should touch our axis, right? So now I will draw the axis line. See, now we can draw the axis line. So this E dash should touch, see, E dash should touch at the axis, right? So we have drawn these two lines. So we have taken this 55 and found out this point. From E dash we have extended this line. Now axis line, drawn axis line in order to obtain. So this will be your height. From here join to this point. So we will complete it. And here already section plane you have already previously obtained, right? So passing through this point, draw this section plane also. From this point you have already found this point, right? From this point join this previous point obtained from projecting here, and this will be your section line. These two should be parallel. These two lines should be basically parallel. If it is not parallel, means your answer may be wrong. So what I am going to do is I will quickly draw this. So draw the projection lines, corresponding projection line, obtain the projection line. You have to find the point. See, it is cutting here, right? It is cutting here and here. So from here project up to this point in order to obtain here. So from here project, cut it here. It is cutting here and here. Now it's already you know, right? Center point, how do you project to the true length, then project up to parallel line. Now rotate up to two ends. These 2 points you will get. So already you have obtained the points, and passing through these points you can draw the hyperbola. So you have already obtained a smooth curve passing through this point. This is a curve, not a line. So you will getting the parabola. So how to draw the true shape? And they have asked to find the inclination, right? Inclination means this will be your inclination, theta. So measure the theta and write theta is equal to, you have to write it carefully. Theta is equal to inclination of the, so here you have to mention inclination of the section plane is equal to. Now one more thing, you have to draw the true shape, right? I will not be drawing it, just I will tell how to draw it. So how to obtain? Draw perpendicular lines. One is here, second one is here, third one is here, and fourth one is here. Now draw a line parallel to this line, and while drawing you will get like this. You will be getting like this. I will not be repeating it. You already know how to draw true shape, right? You already got the points. Just find the points and cut it. So this will be your double order. This will be same as your double order, and this will be your abscissa. So you already obtained, right? Now the same question. Take same question. I'll be changing. I'll be giving some changes. Same question. I'll be giving some changes. That is, if they have given height, if they have given height, and they will give either double ordinate or abscissa. They will give either hyperordinate or abscissa. How to draw it? I will quickly draw it. Very simple. So if you have a cone, see, draw the complete the. If they have given the height, right? So you can complete the cone. They have given the right. Now, if they have given the double ordinate, means take 40 mm, take 20 mm towards both the ends, cut the points, and you have obtained like this. See, they have given the double ordinate. Double ordinate you can write. See, same thing you can do the same thing. See, the same thing you can do it here. Now what you have to do? You have to draw a line parallel to this generator. So you have to draw a line parallel to. So abscissa height is not given. No need for abscissa height. Why? This actually, for obtaining parabola, you have to, the section plane should be parallel to the generator. So if it is a parabola, means after obtaining the double ordinate, this section line is parallel to your generator. So if height is given, means either they will give double ordinate or they will give abscissa. Abscissa means it's somewhat difficult for you. Why? Abscissa means you have to draw a parallel line in such a way that this length should be equal to abscissa length. That you have to try by trial and method. You have to find by trial and error. So this abscissa you have to draw parallel, and see, you can move like this. You can move like this and fix in such a way that the axis abscissa length is here. So I'll tell once more. See, double ordinate given, already height is given. So double ordinate given means you can find this point, half of double ordinate towards both the ends. Cut it here. Now project and you will find the point. So abscissa will not be given. So what you have to do? Draw this section plane parallel to the generator. Parabola means generator parallel. Generator. This is your generator. Generator parallel. It's very simple. Roller scale. Place roller scale like this. Move this and draw the section plane. If double ordinate is not given. Double ordinate is not given means you don't know anything. So abscissa is given means what you have to do? So place your roller scale parallel, move in such a that by trial and error method you have to fix that. See, that horizontal line fix. See, okay, this is 40 mm. So now this is 32. This is 42 or like that. This is 30 mm means now it is 39, right here, right? 29, right? Move it like so. If it is 25 means what I have to do? It's 20. It's 29 here. I'll move like this, like this. Okay, now this is 25. So you have to draw a line and then upload it and complete the figure. Understood, right? Now the next thing is right hyperbola. Right hyperbola. Hyperbola means you can directly cut. Right hyperbola means, see, you have to cut. Similar to parabola, there is a problem. If right hyperbola means either they will give the height or they will give, see, this right hyperbola, either they will give the height of the cone or they will give the what is this representing? So this is representing what? This is representing the abscissa. Either they will give abscissa or they will give double ordinate. So that I will quickly tell you. So first I will draw a cone here. So you have to, so base diameter is given. Now if they have given the double ordinate, means what you have to do? So you have to cut like this. Double ordinate, you have to cut like this. Now they have given abscissa. Means what you have to do? Take this distance, abscissa distance. See, abscissa distance here. Take abscissa distance here. Now if you have obtained this point, then passing through this point, project upwards and find the height and complete it. See, they have given abscissa distance, so you have to find this point from the right extreme point extend that line. Now axis line, touch the axis line completely. If they have the given height means they don't need, no need to give abscissa, right? If they have given height you can draw the front view and top view, then double ordinate varaikka. After that, then project it just perpendicular. So similar to parabola. Parabola, that is, you already know right hyperbola is perpendicular. Parabola means it's parallel to what? Parallel to the generator. Either of the true generators. There are two generators. These there are only two true generators. True generators are each generator true and visible. Parallel. You will get the parabola. Right. This is now. Before going to the next question, I will tell you how to draw. Draw an ellipse if major axis and minor axis is given. If major axis and minor axis is given means, see, listen carefully, step by step method. So first, let the major axis will be equal to, let the major axis is equal to 40 mm and minor axis is equal to 30 mm. So first you take the half of the minor axis. Take half of the minor axis, that is 30 by minor axis, MA by 2 is equal to 30 by 2, 15 mm. Take half of the minor axis. From here take 15 mm. From here take 15 mm. Draw a line parallel to XY line like this. So take 15 mm, half of the minor axis from the center point. This is center point, right? From center point, what did you draw a line parallel to XY line, which is 15 mm from the axis in top view. Top view ulla axis in the 15 mm line varikka. Now take this as cutting point. Now take this as a section plane. Draw, this should be all should be light. Draw a hyperbola. See, you have to construct an hyperbola taking this as, so it is cutting here, rotate here, project upwards. So you will get, see, you will get an hyperbola like this. See, so take this as section plane, cut, lightly draw an axis. Now what you have to do is, listen carefully, you have to draw a line in such a way that this line should be tangential to this hyperbola and length equal to your major axis. Length equal to your major axis. Now see how to, by trilateral only you will draw this. See, this is tangential, right? So this much distance is here 2.56, you know, it's not equal to 40 mm. Now what I will do, I will rotate, I will place like this in such a way that still the scale is tangential to this, tangential to, and finally see, this will be equal to 40 mm. So if it is equal to 40 mm, I will draw like this. So by trial and error method, you have to place scale tangential and in such a way that this line from this point to this point, the length should be equal to 40 mm and this line should be tangential. By trial and error method only you will be able to draw this. So this is your section plane. After drawing this, these all were light. So after drawing this, correspondingly obtain the top view and draw the true shape. So usually what basically the section plane you already know, it's by based on some principle you can cut it. See here you have to construct the section plane based on some construction. So it's considered to be one of the toughest questions. So you have to construct this one, then only. So it will take more time and it is very difficult to draw this correctly. Now we will go to the third question, that is a cube. So before drawing it, I'll tell how to cut a rhombus. See, a cube is cut by a section plane such that true shape is a largest possible rhombus of 60 mm. Draw the shape and find. So there is nothing given. Dimension of cube is not given. Only thing is they have given the rhombus of diagonal equal to 60 mm. So rhombus means, see, 4 equal sides. Rhombus will be like this, 4 equal sides. It has 2 diagonals. See, one is major diagonal and another is minor diagonal. So that major diagonal length is given, and before solving, first I will tell how to cut a rhombus from a cube. See how to cut a rhombus from a cube. That is very simple. How to cut a rhombus from a cube. See, you have to place cube in equally inclined position. That you already know, right? You have to, how to draw it you already know. So we have constructed a cube right here. So if you cut like this, if you cut like this, that is from the left base edge to right base edge, you will get the rhombus. From left base edge to right base edge, you will get the rhombus. So this will be creating a rhombus. Now how to obtain the maximum possible, that is largest rhombus, how to obtain it? Just think.